a second. You probably didn't know this, but the best real estate strategy going into 2026 is independent living facilities. And here's why.
You don't need a license. You can be a for-profit or nonprofit like me, and you don't have to run through all of the red tape of licensures and all of that good stuff. You don't have to do that. So listen, you want to join us November the 1st for the ILF Anywhere Lunch and Learn with Derrick and ourselves, the founders of Forston Consultants, where we're going to teach you all about the independent living facility. Derrick, give them some insight on what they're going to learn in this event.
You guys probably also didn't know that we're the trademark holders of independent living facilities, and we can't wait to show you guys what we call the blueprint. That means I'm going to walk you guys step by step. It's very similar to my one-on-one coaching. It's just going to be condensed over 2 days. Visit ilfconsulting.org, and we'll see you in Jacksonville, Florida.
See you there.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. If you love God, and if you love people, and if you love real estate, you're in the right place. I'm Mr. Derrick Forston. They call me Mr. ILF. Lucky for y'all, my wife and I trademarked independent living facility. So we go all over the world showing people just like y'all, how do you take a regular residential property and take people from homeless to hopeful? And most of y'all been praying for something just like this, but most people been hiding it from you and you just couldn't figure it out. And you also thought you needed a license and you thought you had to own the property. But one more time, lucky that God answered your prayer and allowed you to run into my big mouth, because we're going to spend about 35 to 40 minutes today talking to you guys about how do you get started? What's the next live event that we can come to? And should I be nonprofit or for profit? Right. And with that being said, Shay, who are you and why are you here?
Listen, I am just excited to be here and to hang out with my amazing husband on this live. I'm Shay Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, 501c3 nonprofit organization here in Orlando, Florida, where we utilize the ILF model to take women from homeless to hopeful. Man, so much has happened this year. I've seen a lot of amazing grant opportunities come forth for the Angela Denise Foundation, and a lot of other amazing opportunities and partnerships. So I'm excited about how marketing, Derrick, because that's what it says. You have a marketing problem, right? That is why a lot of people do not become successful in this space. They have a marketing or lack of marketing to promote who they are and what they do. So today I'm just excited because my marketing has paid off for me with relationships with new connections and organizations, new grant opportunities. So listen, I'm just excited to talk about ILFD. That's all.
Guys, most of y'all may know this or you may not. Y'all think Shay and I are really great people. And we are. But guess what makes us super great? Jim. God first, and then Jim. Virtual assistants next. So I'm really lucky. And the reason why we look so good and just so glamorous and we do a great job at what we do is God first. But I'll admit, y'all, somebody like me that's not as organized as Shay and somebody that can be all over the place, I need an assistant. And most of y'all need an assistant. So lucky for you all, with our coaching, we give you guys a complimentary virtual assistant. Now, there is a weekly fee, but to train, vet, and endorse that VA to you, it's complimentary. We take care of it. Because otherwise, if you came through our virtual assistant company, va101.co, that vetting, training, endorsing costs $797 just by itself. Yep. But with our coaching, I give it to you. Right. So if you guys got questions about that, we're going to talk about that. And it's at Forston Consultants. And we're going to get ready to jump right into it because we got an event coming up in Jacksonville, Florida. Shay, can you tell the people a little bit about what is this event? Why are we throwing it? And where is it again? And where can they get their tickets?
Absolutely. So the ILF Anywhere event is our ILF city tour, right? Where we go all over the U.S. highlighting all of our or a specific ILF owner or owners in a set city or state. The reason behind this event is to show people the proof of concept, POC, as Derrick calls it, right? Not only do you come to this event and hear us teach and train on the ILF model, but you get to hear real life experience from the individuals that we've taught in that city. So the ILF Anywhere event is going to Jacksonville, Florida, to Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church, huge amazing shout out to the head pastor, his amazing wife. We want to say thank you for contacting us and asking us to bring the ILF Anywhere to Jacksonville. They have graciously, Pastor Brown has been around us for many years, and he really wants to introduce this concept to his church family to give them an opportunity to make a larger reach and a larger impact in the community. So he asked us, and we were really done with events for this year, but because of relationship and the opportunity to do so for such an amazing friend and family member, we said, why not? But the ILF Anywhere conference, the ILF Anywhere Lunch and Learn in Jacksonville, Florida, will be held on November the 1st. Okay, VIP tickets are for one day. That is one day where you come here. Derrick, myself, Miss Tiffany Richardson speak on the ILF model. You get to hear how it operates, how to start one. You're gonna hear everything. We unpack everything. Things that we don't discuss on YouTube or on TikTok platforms, you're going to hear it all at this event. That's the VIP ticket is for the one-day event. The second day is the elite ticket. The elite ticket allows you to take a walkthrough of Miss Tiffany Richardson's ILF. So she's going to open up the doors to her independent living facility and allow you to engage and interact with her residents and see what it's like, right? See what it feels like, what it smells like to run an independent living facility the right way under the Forston Consultants model. So super excited for that. Not only do you get the opportunity to come to the event, but when you purchase your ticket, you get what we have, a digital course called the HRA Business in a Box. And that is the Housing Referral Agency Business in a Box. That's going to show you the forefront, the foundational aspects of running an independent living facility. How do you get that phone to ring? How do you start taking assessments? And if you don't have a house, what do? You become a referral agency, right? So that's hence why we give you this course, so that when you are meeting other ILF owners and operators, because there will be some other ILF owners and operators aside from Miss Tiffany in this meet and greet. You can connect with them. If your phone starts ringing and you're getting calls in specific cities and areas and they have houses, why not send a referral to those individuals? So we're going to talk about that some at this event. You get that course, that Business in a Box, with all of the SOPs, which is standard operating procedures. And you're going to get the ability to start your own housing program with the foundational portion of the ILF. And that is the HRA Business in a Box. So I'm excited about this event. Look forward to seeing you all. Not only will I normally talk about the techie stuff at these events and how marketing and all of that stuff is so important to running your independent living facility. But this time, Derrick, I'm diving a little deeper into the nonprofit side of things. Most churches, I'll say not most, but a high percentage of churches run 501c3 organizations. So the goal is to teach them in this setting the importance of utilizing their 501c3 as and having this ILF as a part of their programs. So you'll hear me talking more about the nonprofit aspect of it. You'll also hear Miss Tiffany Richardson talking about the housing aspect and the nonprofit aspect of it all, as she is a 501c3 as well. So we couldn't have planned this any better. This was honestly just a whole bunch of God orchestrating, doing what he does best. So again, if you are interested in joining us in Jacksonville on November 1st, you can text the word city, CITY, to 407-326-0086. Get your tickets and join us. Meet us in Jacksonville. We want to interact and engage with you. Remember, seats are limited. And the reason why we limit seats at these events is because we want to make sure that we have time to engage with each and every one of you. And we like to engage with you all, right? We don't just want you to come to an event and we're so far away, right? You were far away virtually. So when you come to meet us in person, you get that one-on-one interaction for the day.
Good stuff. So if you're new to us, if you text the word new to the phone number 407-326-0086. That'll actually give you guys a mini course.
Correct.
It's 15 mini videos, probably all under 4 minutes long, but you need to know every one of those pieces of information because it'll keep you out of the courtroom, out of jail, and it keeps money in your pocket. So guys, I went through a lot of stuff to get to where we are today. $40,000 lawsuits, the Channel 8 news. Guys, I messed this up every way you can imagine. I want to give y'all this course for free, and Jen just released it to you, and all you do is text the word new to the phone number scrolling below. Make sense?
That's what she did.
Jen is in the chat now?
Yeah, she's in here.
Okay.
So let's talk about it, Derrick. So for one, I want you to just give for all of the new people. We've got people that are here that have joined our ILF Academy on Facebook that have joined live today, and I'm sure they have questions. So go ahead. If you have questions, put them in the chat. This is not going to be a live, a long session today, because guess what? My brother's flying in. I know y'all probably like, your brother's always flying in town. Yeah. My baby brother is flying in with my nephew and his wife. So we are, they landed 15 minutes ago. So I'm just waiting to see my baby nephew. So, okay, guys, Derrick, talk a little bit about the ILF model. Why was it so pertinent and important for you to start something like this?
Absolutely.
And what are some of the hurdles you encountered when starting your ILF?
I sure will. I'll go right into it. So, many years ago, guys, if you didn't know it, I was a social worker, and I'll give y'all the fast version. This story takes about 2 hours, but I'm going to do it in less than 4 minutes. Many years ago, I was a social worker begging God, just like most of y'all, to change my life financially, and also wanted to make an impact in my community. So I was making 28 grand a year. So right now, you should know already that I'm super transparent and that I really just give this game away. Guys, at one point in my life, I made 28 grand a year. Lucky for me, blessed of me, God showed me a lady, y'all, that was making 41 grand a month doing this very thing that I'm talking to y'all about right now. Can you imagine making 41 grand every 31 days of your life? Yeah. And that's what God showed me through this thing that I would later get into that we would trademark called independent living facilities. But watch this though, Nelson family. And see, I feel already that I'm going to go past my 4 minutes, but watch this.
Hey, come on now, you said 4
minutes. As that social worker wanting to get into it, I'm asking all of these people that I'm calling every day that I'm referring to, hey, can you teach me? Can you teach me? Can you teach me?
Wait. So you were the original HRA without being the HRA and getting a referral fee.
Yes.
So you were the original housing referral agent because you were the social worker, discharge planner. Hear what we're using. Hear the language. You were the social worker discharge planner, and that's what literally helped help to transition people from one housing, from the hospital setting
or homeless, because some of them came in with no place to live
into the ILF model.
Right.
So keep going.
So again, that's me on screen. I'm y'all new big brother, right? Trying to get into this game. Saw this lady who refused to teach me because, as I told you, I was a social worker asking people to teach me. But there was this one lady that, because most of y'all, I'm being funny, wouldn't answer y'all phone. So imagine me being at work from 9 to 5, and all of you all that are providers, you're not answering your phone. But the one lady that had the roaches and the rats and that was mistreating people, she answered her phone all the time. But what was crazy about it, y'all, because y'all don't know this, I didn't know she had the roaches and the rats until I kind of sort of took a Saturday, just like today, many years ago. I said, Shay, I'm finna go and see what these places look like because nobody wanted to teach me. And y'all, when I ran into kind of, again, what I saw, it was the nasty stuff, the roaches, the rats, the beds on the floor, people living in squalor. So if y'all can see these pictures, I did this because I knew one day that I was going to tell this story and y'all weren't going to believe me. Shanika, you new to me. You have no reason to trust me right now. But one thing about a picture, Shanika, I can't make this up.
It's 1,000 words.
Shanika, this is a burnt up kitchen. Now, sometimes me and Shay buy properties like this and we fix and flip them. Y'all, this was a property somebody was living in. And it's the same lady that was making 41 grand a month. Shanika, you can't imagine in your mind why you would have put these people on the floor. Cassandra, you wouldn't have done this either. Most of y'all that run into us, y'all are good people. Y'all got big hearts. You love God and you love people. And guys, if y'all made 41 grand a month, would you house people with cinder blocks that hold the bed up? Oh Lord, Cassandra, can you see the cinder block?
Hold on, let me show you something, Derrick. I want to have a transparent moment right here. It's easy to start off good and watch things decline when you get maintain it. That's it. That's it. I love that. That is exactly that's the statement. You have to be able to maintain this. And that's the importance of having coaches and consultants. It's all gravy. When you get keys to a property, you're starting to yell, I rent rooms, or I rent beds, and you're marketing and you're giving all this information, but are you doing the process right? Right? Maintenance comes with even the introduction of that person into your ILF or your housing program. The maintenance aspect of it, the keeping up of the house, the making sure that the expectations are set in the beginning. Start on day one when you allow somebody to enter in. When you allow somebody to move in. And I think it's easy to kind of talk about how people's ILFs look a certain way, but did they start off that way is the question. And a lot of times I really, it's hard for me to say, yes, they started out that way. I don't believe so. They may have started off a little shaky, but was their intention fully, let's start a crapshoot? No, we're good. I'm good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't see my screen anymore. I'm sorry. I hit something and my screen disappeared.
Yeah, we're good. I'm still good. Yeah. So these are some of the things that people have to be mindful of, right? And that's the important part about it. We always talk about what's going on, what you see, the aesthetic aspect of the ILF. You need to maintain it. If not, you do end up in a situation like this one, where the mattresses and box springs are on the floor or on some cinder blocks, right? So again, it's setting expectations and making sure that you have the capacity to maintain what you start. And that's going to come with consulting, making sure you're bringing in the right people, how to actively assess the individuals that you're attempting to bring in or attempting to house, and making sure that you are truly following up and implementing the rules that govern your ILF. Because if not, it can go downhill and it can go left real fast. And sometimes you've even got to be willing to put in some sweat equity as well. Because there's times that you're going to go to this ILF and you may have people that have never really cleaned or scrubbed the toilet before in their life. Yeah. And you're going to have to go and get you some gloves, roll up your sleeves, and train. Teach and train. This is how you scrub a toilet. This is how you do this. So that is what I wanted to share about this, because people, I truly don't believe people start out this way. Yeah. They get overzealous when they see the money coming in, and it can cause the aesthetic to become.
So what makes you not fix it when you walk into this store? Because obviously, Shay, if you didn't start this way, one day you came by, or maybe you don't go by. Maybe that's why this happened, a lack of presence.
So let me show you one of the things that I've implemented because of now having Digital Flow Solutions, which is our CRM system. Every couple of months, I have my virtual assistant send a text to all residents. And I ask them, is anything broken, needs repair, or on its last leg? Right? That's upkeep. If you fail to do that and somebody's bed rails broke, and they can't contact you, or they just feel like, oh, well, they may not do nothing, so I'm not going to say nothing. That's what happens. A lot of times, the individuals that we house are so used to people not doing anything that they don't say anything.
That guy said that in the video when we recorded, remember? We said, bro, like, why is it like this? Mm-hmm. He said, man, this is just, man, we just used to it now.
And you can't, right. So
he didn't expect no better, Shay.
So why not prompt the repair list by reaching out and saying, hey guys, every 90 days, you can schedule a text message in DFS to everybody, right? One scheduled message that goes out every quarter or every couple of months, or however you choose to do it. And they respond. And that is the part that I love. Like we literally, like guys, I just spent close to $600 this week in repairs in my ILF. I'm being very transparent. Derrick, how much you spent? I think you spent more than me.
Like, guys, I put a video out on my page this morning. Like, if you guys are not following me on Facebook at Derrick Forston or on TikTok or on Forston Consultants, go to Derrick Forston today and look at that video. New lights, new fans, new fixtures, new door lock. Sometimes you're going to receive the property from this landlord and it don't look that great.
Absolutely.
I even paid somebody to paint it.
Yes.
Most people don't do that, but guys, I actually got a reputation to kind of uphold now.
Correct.
And when you got the love of God in you, you want things to just look nice and present well anyway. I'm not looking for the Taj Mahal. I'm just looking for it to be different from what I see in this picture. The devil is a liar that we're going to pray and ask God to make 20 and 30 grand a month and then house people like this.
But this is why I think it's so important to have this conversation, right? A lot of people see our high moments, but they don't see what goes into the maintenance of this. If I'm making 41,000, I'm y'all in my pocket a little bit, just a little bit. So I've gotten several grants in the past couple of weeks that have equaled to up over about $3,000. And that's outside of the other grants that are already allocated to specific projects. So one of the grants was for housekeeping and maintenance. I always make sure that I can write a grant that says for upkeep, maintenance, and just to run my organization. And that really encompasses everything that we did this week. So these are, even without those funds, I always allocate in my budget. Listen to what I said. In my budget. Derrick does the same in his budget, even though I'm nonprofit and he's for profit. Our accountants make us assign maintenance in our budgets. So that way, when the time comes, we're not in shock and awe when something has to be fixed. If you maintain it, you don't have to worry about the surprise factor. So that is why it is so important, Derrick, to allocate funds. And out of those close to $3,000 in grant funds that came in for household maintenance, I was able to pay the maintenance guy to come and check off everything on that list. And that is what is super important, is making sure that you steward the funds well. And that's how you miss this situation that we showed you earlier. That's how you avoid that situation of having the squalor, having the roaches and rats, having all of that stuff happening. And then it becomes so much of an issue that nobody wants to take care of it. And it's considered the normal for your residents. Like that's a no. The normal for my residents is that every quarter you are going to redo TikTok because you're not on. Every quarter, you are going to get a message from us that is going to explain or request, for any maintenance issues. Whether it's your bed that's broken, whether your mattress is a little lumpy, whatever it is, you let me know. That is the whole purpose of maintenance. Somebody said that's a heavy no for me. Yeah, it's a lot, and people don't realize that this is expectation. You booted off of TikTok again.
It's okay, Shay.
Your heavy expectation. So set those expectations. Implement processes that'll help you maintain your ILF so that you don't become the slumlord, that you don't see the rats and roaches that are consistent. They may come, but what do you do about them? So those are the things I want you all to be mindful of as you venture in this space. It's not all about just getting the house, getting the keys, getting the residence, and collecting rent every month. It's, yes, that's the forefront of everything, but it's not the primary basis of everything. You want to facilitate and maintain a really, really, really great property. So Derrick, back to you.
Okay, I'm just texting something to Jen real quick.
No worries. But yeah, so guys, again, I just want to make that very clear for those of you that either have houses or in that process of looking for housing, and those that are even interested in just starting this whole process, make sure that you are just maintaining the funds. Maintain your funds well and manage well. Back to you.
Back to me. So, guys, any questions or concerns in terms of what you just heard from Shay right there? Any questions, any concerns? Because what we're going to get ready to do now, we're going to take a short commercial break. And then when I get back, I want to see a lot of questions in the chat. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else to where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show. And our next live event is in Jacksonville, Florida, where we're bringing the ILF Anywhere tour to Duval County. So if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is the event. And what I'm excited about this event, and we do them 2 or 3 times a year, is this is the most affordable thing that we have.
Yeah.
So a lot of people love this event because it's so affordable. In fact, we make it stupidly affordable to make sure that there's no excuse to miss it. And basically, guys, it's like getting a college degree in 1 year. So you guys literally get the one-on-one coaching from me that my one-on-one people get, but you get it in the span of 2 days. So day 1 is for VIPs only. Day 2 is for if you want the second day, and that ticket is called the elite ticket. Because not only do you get day 1, but day 2, you say, Derrick, I want to see it. Derrick, it sounds great, all that stuff you talking about, but Derrick, I want to put my eyes on a running facility.
Right.
Lucky for y'all, Miss Tiffany Richardson is going to open her doors. And in fact, she posted, I think yesterday, that she moved in a new tenant. Yeah. So we're super excited for her. So again, guys, we call that POC, and that stands for proof of concept, where again, because it would be crazy just for Shay and I to talk about it. That's why we started this whole ILF Anywhere tour, so that we can show you guys somebody else that we taught this to that was one day just like you. Yeah. Sitting in the audience saying, wow, that sounds interesting. I would love to help people do God's will and make a bunch of money. That sounds like the trifecta. Do God's will, help people, and make a bunch of money doing it. So great question, man. Let me be careful how I answer this on the live YouTube channel, right? So I'm pretty strict, right? You know, and I judge that by the kind of guys I have. Correct. Prime example, my newest house, my 2 guys that I got right now, I could probably care less if they ate in the room. But I had some guys and I said, you know what? No, guys, we eat in the kitchen and in the dining room area. So just as an overall answer, I'll be honest, I say no to that. Yeah. We got a dining room table and we got a living room. Because I know the most reason why he want to eat in his room, because there's a TV probably. Yep. I got a TV in my TV room, so you can sit right in the living room and drop all your rice and pork chop on the floor, and we just gonna sweep it up and be good. But in the bedrooms, bro, I'm gonna say no to that. Like, I don't really want them eating in the rooms, not dinner. If it's some chips, it's a snack, whatever. But a full-blown meal of rice, beans, fried chicken, corn, collard greens, and red Kool-Aid, I'm good on that. Let's keep that in the kitchen. So, okay? and I'll give another,
I'll be vulnerable again and very transparent. So I have 2 residents that came from another shared living home. And they're terrified, Derrick, of putting their items in the common spaces. So what they were doing was they were putting it in their bedroom. So what I did is, because this house that I purchased, the one that I own, has a lot of storage spaces. So I've actually converted one of the closets for them into their private pantry, so they can get the stuff outside of their room and into that private pantry. So we can alleviate, you know, the yuck that can possibly come from that. But, you know, eating in their rooms, they don't so much eat. Well, they kind of do. but they're the ones that I have to go and make sure that they're cleaning up. They do, but not to Shay's aesthetic of clean. So it's times that I go and
because if they're eating their rules, bro, it can turn to this.
Yeah.
Because my biggest rule that I say no to, here's some free coaching. I kind of got it in my rule book. And the reasons, not because Derrick said it. Second Chance Housing said to alleviate roaches and mice and all the things, and ants, sugar ants for you down south people.
Listen.
Like, we not eating in the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But because I do pest control ahead of time anyway, I'm kind of not worried about it. But again, as my standard rule, y'all, I'm saying no to the eating in the bedrooms. You can eat in the kitchen, dining room, or the living room where the TV is. I don't mind that. Yep. Let's just keep it out of the bedrooms. Make it. So for that family that asked me what was my breaking point and why did I actually get into it, this was the one that broke the camel's back, guys. Remember I told you guys about 16 minutes ago that I took a Saturday just like today, and I went and toured a lot of these places. And nobody really had a name to it. They didn't call them group homes. They didn't call them ILFs. She just said, I rent rooms to people. Yeah. And I was like, do you buy these houses? She said, no. You don't? She said, I rent these places, Derrick. Really? And then one day I walked in one of these places and I saw a lady sleeping on the kitchen floor, y'all. And guess who sent her to this place, Miss Rhonda Jackson? Me. As the social worker, y'all, I didn't know what these places look like.
Right.
Some of y'all gonna think I'm a bad, crummy guy, but I had a 9-to-5 job working behind a desk. I had a legal pad and a computer. And I didn't know I was sending people to conditions like this until I snuck into the places. Guys, this is the time right now where I live at EST. It's 10:40 in the morning. I was already in my second place.
You was already there because you left pretty
early. Shay said, babe, you don't believe what I'm seeing. This place got roaches. This one talking about, you better not come back in my house with them same clothes on.
Sure did.
Go through the garage, take your shoes off.
Everything off and put them in the wash.
Y'all, I saw bed bugs. I saw roaches. I saw little mice.
Somebody asked, do you have independent living? Absolutely. That's the only reason why we're here speaking about it.
They must be lost. This is all we talk about.
Do you have independent living?
Yes, we do. We take a regular residential property, and 9 times out of 10, we rent it or we lease it. Now, if you can go buy property, God bless you. But I'm just showing the people where this started from, because I'm no genius. I barely finished high school. This one, my wife tricked me to go to college. Thank God for a great wife, y'all. Guys, college wasn't my plan. But this one said, Derrick, what you gonna do with yourself, man? Like, I don't want to outgrow you, Derrick. Let's go to this school and see what they got, Derrick. Shay took me to a school, y'all, and I was signed up in less than 20 minutes. That lady said, Derrick, I'll see you in 2 months. Huh? And 4 years later, I walk across the stage in Jacksonville, Florida, where this next event is. So one more time, because I'm done with this.
Pictures of that. We may need to show that.
I got them. I'm going to post them. If you love God, say yes. If you love people, meaning you got a little bit of tolerance, you got patience. If people tell you you got a quick temper, if people tell you, man, you know what? Anybody ever said you're not a people's person? If people ever told you that, this may not be good for you. But if you generally care about mankind, about people, and you always wanted to get into real estate, Jennifer gonna put up something in a minute that's telling y'all about our coaching, about the DIY, about the one-on-one, and about our YouTube channel that's 7 days a week. Yep. But if you love God, love people, and love real estate, we want to show you what it looks like now.
Right.
So you want to hop in?
No. I'm just going. I just want to make sure that we answer some of these questions. So one of the persons said, yes. So we are the trademark holders of the independent living facility model. This is something that we've been doing for well over 9-10 years. Derrick was a case manager, social worker, discharge planner.
What the girl said, she did our guidance.
This is what we do for a living. We not only rent the homes, we also own some of the assets as well that we do this housing model in. We love it. Yeah, we also have one-on-one coaching. We have a DIY program as well. And we're actually going to have we're going to be hosting a live event on November the 1st in Jacksonville, Florida, called the ILF Anywhere Tour. So if you're new to us, like Derrick said, join us on our YouTube channel. Come connect with us when you come over from TikTok. Let us know you joined us from TikTok on YouTube, and it's at Forston, Forston Consultants.
So I made this acronym, and I'm gonna go through this really fast, but it's called Take Action. A is act. Do something every day towards your goals. I suggest joining us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. YouTube, we got something 7 days a week where I'm on here running my big mouth trying to change our life. So if you love God and love people, this is it. See, continue means persist in spite of difficulty and opposition. You know how many people told me that this was impossible? Derrick, you crazy. You can't start no housing program with no license.
You need a license.
Derrick, you poor. You can't buy no property. But when God showed me that lady that was making 41 grand a month, and she said, Derrick, you think I own these places? I said, yeah. She said, no, I don't. I said,
Yeah.
Next thing, T, train, never stop learning. I'm on here 7 days a
You
week.
cannot stop learning, no matter what. If you stop learning, you've done yourself a disservice.
7 days a week, we're here, guys.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 days a week. But on Saturdays, like y'all are here right now, 10 a.m. So I make the schedule real easy. 6 days a week, 7 p.m. Eastern, but on every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. And every room's recorded. I got over 1,000 videos under my live tab on YouTube. It ain't a question in your head that I don't already have in video format. The I is probably my favorite. Imagine and hold the thoughts of what something would be like if it actually came true. Some of y'all got to envision that this is possible for you. Today, you don't kind of got it, but in the name of Jesus, get it right now. Some of y'all should close your eyes right now and say, Derrick said, envision this thing, imagine it. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you made your yearly salary monthly? Guys, I made 28 grand a year. And it ain't hard to make that doing this monthly when you do it the right way. Anyway, I'm moving on. Shay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to be quick.
Where we going?
The O.
Go.
The O says opportunity. Look for opportunities to make your dreams happen.
This
For you is November the 1st.
Yes.
November 1st is your next opportunity in Jacksonville, Florida. Jenny, can you put it on the screen? November 1st, Jacksonville, Florida. Visit ILFconsulting.org. Guys, it's $197.
Yep.
For God and I and my family to change your life. And we're going to give you POC, proof of concept. The whole event is surrounded by Tiffany Richardson. That was just like most of y'all. Found me on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, running my big mouth, saying, wow, this sounds possible. This sounds like something I could do.
And did it. What I love about Tiffany's story is that she didn't give up. She had a lot of opportunity to throw in the towel. She's got a lot of things that I'm sure she'll share at the event that could have caused her to not pursue the dream. But for me, like even in our AI book writing course, I think she's the only one that's actively selling her book. She's actually selling her book, Derrick. This is actually a rule that we have, especially if they're coming from any other housing program.
Or a place where I can tell it was nasty.
But we do try to make this a normal thing. I do have some women that honestly yes, and just a short layman's term, yes.
and watch this. Here's some free great coaching. Just so that you don't make somebody feel bad about it, make it the protocol for everybody. That way, let's just say your program is called Sunshine Solutions. Here at because I stuttered, that's hard for me to say. How dare I pick 2 double S's? At Sunshine Solutions,
there you go.
Everybody that moves in, we require that they wash all of their clothing to keep our environment safe and bug free, not friendly, bug free. That way, when Tyrone move in, Craig move in, and Joseph move in, you didn't do it.
They don't feel
but when JoJo came in, and Raphael and Paul, you talk about wash your clothes. So they're like, you didn't make the other guys do it.
Right.
So that way, guys, when you set a protocol, make everybody do it so nobody feels like, whoa, he viewing me like I must be nasty, like I got roaches in my book bag or something. He probably do. That's how the most problems come. I want to be serious for a second. Some of y'all are going to get roaches. Y'all going to get mice.
Yeah.
But it's not because you nasty. It's because you brought in Jacob last Thursday. Jacob been sleeping in the woods for 6 weeks. And what you didn't know, the mouse crawled in his book bag. Nobody knew it, had babies. And now when he moved to your place, you got 6 mice running around in your kitchen. Not because you nasty,
just because
you just didn't know. But if you follow our coaching and the protocol of our pest control, we're going to alleviate that, because we're not going to say, well, I got roaches and mice, so what? At least they homeless. The devil is a liar. Because that's what that lady said, Shay.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
She said either they sleep in these roaches there or they go outside and sleep in the rain.
Yeah.
Come on, man, that ain't fair.
Even TikTok, we've got
making 41 grand a month.
Celestine says, yep, I make everybody do the same thing and shower.
So right here on screen is Shay, and something that she does once or twice a year. Shay, you want to talk about that? This is your event. You serious?
You said right here on the screen is Shay.
Who is that?
Now it's Shay.
All right. I'm talking about your event, Miss Shay.
The event is the annual spa
Tell
day.
the people about your event.
The ladies spa day. We had it this year. It was amazing. Where I have different people come in and they'll render services like massage, hair and makeup, nails, pedicures, manicures. They do all of that stuff, and just to pamper the ladies that we house and allow them to just feel loved on, right? And appreciated, and just to give them a sense of self-worth. So that's what we do. And that's this year's was paid for. And
y'all know I was gonna get in that chair, right? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna get me one.
This year's spa day was sponsored by Walmart. So a Walmart grant sponsored.
In fact, Walmart, if you're listening, or if you happen to be an executive of Walmart, based out of Bentonville, Arkansas. You thought I didn't know that? That's where you guys are based out of. We are a nonprofit organization by the name of the Angela Denise Foundation. I represent Second Chance Housing. If you guys are looking for a great place to put $1 million at to do great work in the community, we'd be glad to take it. Big shout out Walmart. Walmart, we love you guys. If you see this Walmart, we love you. Guys, get your grocery from Walmart. Shop it. Guys, I'm trying to get me a contract, sponsorship. Get your grocery from Walmart. Get your ILF items. Seriously, watch this. Walmart, we house the homeless and the displaced. I know that you guys love great missions. We will love donations and grants from you to continue our great work. The Angela Denise Foundation is a 501c3 organization founded by this beautiful lady who's my wife. We would love $1 million check just in case if you want to pour into something that's changing lives into the community, and we can prove how we use it. Walmart, we love you and we appreciate you. Sometimes, guys, you have not because you ask not. Jermaine, sometimes you have not because you didn't ask for it. Somebody might be watching this from a Walmart corporation, and now they're going to write us a check just because we said it.
Right.
And now they know millions of people will see that because our message goes everywhere. Walmart, we love you and appreciate you. Back on you, Shay, close us out.
That's it. So family and friends, thank y'all for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you on Monday night at 7 p.m. Make sure you get out there in the community and be like Jermaine Mills. Shout what you're doing from the mountaintops, right? And get out there and meet some people, make change in your community. And again, move at the speed of instruction. Have a blessed weekend, guys.
Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. Amen. Amen. You guys be great. And we'll see you guys 7 p.m. Eastern Monday. Back live right here. But tomorrow, even on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you right here tomorrow. You guys be great.